where I knew something was coming. When I try to describe it, all I can say is I just knew something in my knower, like God was beginning to shift my focus.
Kent Chevalier and his wife of 25 years, Erica, are lifelong Pittsburghers. As Kent describes it, he knew God had something in store for him, but never could have guessed it would be this.
So chaplain in the military made a lot of sense, but I wasn't fully aware of what a NFL chaplain does. Didn't know that they really had that.
Kent was a pastor at Northway Christian Community in Wexford, where former Steeler Vance McDonald went to worship. The introduction was made, and next thing he knew, Kent was in a meeting with Mike Tomlin.
When Coach Tomlin said that he was looking for a local Pittsburgh couple to come alongside the team spiritually, I was like, I didn't realize that that was a thing.
Since 2019, Kent and Erica have been spiritual leaders for the team, part of the international sports ministry Athletes in Action. At training camp every year, he introduces himself like this.
And I'll just say something along these lines. All of these people are here for your mind and your body. I'm here for your inner game. And so that's kind of how we describe it, is we're here. Football is life for these guys. And what we know is that whatever's going on the inside is going to impact between those white lines.
They host Bible studies and prayer services and always make time for individual meetings. Kent works with the coaches and players, Erica with the wives and girlfriends. Coach Tomlin insisted on it.
He wanted that for the coaches' wives, the players' wives or girlfriends, because he knows that what's going on in the home is going to impact what's going on the team.
These are young women on the team who have they have careers of their own. Some of them, a lot of them are young and have maybe a little baby or multiple kids at home that they're raising as these men are doing incredible things out on the field.
The two are mentors as much as they are prayer leaders for these young families. The Steelers have had a chaplain for decades now, but not all NFL teams do, and very few teams have couples like Kent and Erica to take care of the whole of the player and his family.
We preach something to them that you are not what you do. So you're not a football player. You're not a football player wife or girlfriend. You are who God has created you to be. That's where you need to find your identity.
Every night before a game, even the away games, Kent holds a non-denominational service open to all players and staff in the team hotel. And on game day, they are there walking the sidelines and praying.
I mean, this is a violent game. These guys are gladiators, so injuries come with the game. But the prayer is for each guy who's going to be out on that field, both the Steelers and the opponent.
One of Kent's favorite things to do is to lead a prayer circle post-game. He calls it deflecting the glory.
People aren't created for that kind of worship, that kind of glory to be given to them. You think about they're screaming Alex Highsmith's name, right? And he's not created to carry that. So we intentionally create that moment where come out to the 50 and deflect that glory back to God where it belongs.
Kent and Erica are there for the team in tough times like injury and also life's best moments.
The weddings, the babies that have been born, the things that have been a struggle maybe in the past, but now we're seeing like, wow, look what's happening.
Kent and Erica say they feel this is their calling and they are in it for as long as it's in God's plan.
We'll be in this as long as God makes it available.